Spotlight is brought to you by the AUB in partnership with StarTimes.
These historic seconds.
Welcome back to football.
Iconic moments shared for generations. Moments, minutes, seconds that stick with you. All created in one league, the Bundesliga, the league to follow.
On the occasion of the African Nations Championship organized in Cameroon from January 16 to February 7, 2021, the African Union of Broadcasting, AUB, presents the Spotlight. The Spotlight, the very best of CHAN 2020.
Hello Africa, welcome to another edition of the Spotlight. The edifice behind me is a Yaoundé multipurpose sports complex. It is an indoor sports arena hosting different categories of sporting activities in Yaoundé. We have reserved a great deal for you today on the Spotlight. First, we take you to the Mvog-Betsi Zoo to tell you the story of some off-habitats. Next, we take you to Douala to experience the Cameroonian dish popular amongst the Sawa people. And to the South-West Region of Cameroon to show you how entrepreneurs are making brisk business out of snails. Thank you very much for joining me on today's edition of the Spotlight. Now, if you are in Yaoundé and have never visited the Mvog-Betsi Zoo, you must be missing out on something really interesting. Well, Isaac Jenna Fochi made a tour of the park and tells us that amongst other animals, there is a lioness who lost her king some times back. Let's take a tour with him and find out the story.
The park, which has been described as a must-visit, is administered by Cameroon's Ministry of Forestry and Wildlife. Located at the heart of Yaoundé, the city hosting Group A games of the African Nations Championship, it offers amazing moments in the company of crocodiles, pythons, vipers, as well as a variety of monkeys and birds. The conservator of the site explains that the park is a melting pot of different ecological zones as animals, birds and plants from all over the continent live there.
We have in this zoo three order of animal. We have the primary order is the mammalian. We have the lioness, which is the largest mammalian of Sahelian zone of Cameroon. We have also a potamouchère and a civet. We have a mammalian, middle mammalian of forest zone. In this zoo, we have also a reptile. We have a turtle, a terrestrial turtle, and an aquatic turtle. We have also many species of snake. We have a venomous snake and unvenomous snake. And after this, we have a bird. We have maybe 6 species of bird. We have a parrot, a green and red tail parrot. We have a pan. We have an eagle and other many species of bird. The main characteristic of the species, fauna species of zoo, is that we can able to find in this structure the animal who live in natural forest zone and a savanna and savanna forest zone. That is the characteristics of the biodiversity of the zoo. And this characteristic also be the same in the forest species like a tree of West Cameroon, a tree of a tree of forest zone of Cameroon.
He explains that some of the animals here have lived at the zoo for over 20 years. The focal point of the zoo is this Far East section. Here, the queen of the zoo, the lioness, relaxes in its well-secured cage as visitors troop in to have a glimpse. She looks visibly relaxed and not harmful, but the guide loses no focus as he keeps visitors a good distance from the cage. He says the look might change in less than a second when the lioness might get hurt. Again, he says the look might change in less than just a second and the lioness might get hurt by the iron cage when it attempts to attack. It eats at least 5 kilograms of meat daily. The guide looks visibly downcast when he talks of the death of the lion, which once made the couple complete. Queen is now lonely as she waits to have a new king someday soon. Another attraction at the zoo is the bush pig. The parrot is another very rare species. The zoo plays host to over a score of these birds in addition to the other species here. Some visitors had already seized the opportunity and are using the CHAN trip to also feed their eyes.
I'm sure you must be wondering what some fan clubs are up to at this year's African Nations Championship in Cameroon. Well, we compiled this no comment moment just for your enjoyment to see what these fan clubs are doing. Thank you very much, Isaac, for that beautiful story. Now, if I asked you to list your top 3 Cameroonian dishes, I'm sure ndolé will feature amongst, right? Well, ndolé is a rich, creamy dish made of chopped vegetables and peanuts. Some people call it groundnuts. It is a meal popular amongst Cameroonians, especially the Sawa people. You must have seen it or had a taste of it, I don't know. But I want you to discover it as Brenda Kiven takes us in Douala to discovering more about this meal.
Whenever you see a signboard indicating there is a restaurant around a quarter in Douala, what follows are dishes served in this place, with ndolé taking the lead.
We eat good ndolé here. Smoked pork, fish. Ndolé is very delicious, very delicious. It is a good African dish. People love eating it.
Africaine. Très appétissant. Les gens aiment bien manger.
The Sawa dish has captured the hearts of not only the Doualas but the entire country.
I love ndolé because it is my favorite dish. I was born with it. I can eat ndolé 3 times a week. It is not my traditional dish, but I love it all the same. I was born in Douala, I grew up in Douala, and I live here in Douala.
This woman owns a restaurant at Daido. She says her restaurant makes a lot of money from the sale of ndolé, more than any other dish. The owner sells ndolé at a cheaper rate. Her customers crowd her place every evening to eat this green soup.
I say particularly ndolé because, let me say, it's one of my best food that my customer love. They buy it so much, I prepare it much. As you can see, I have a flask of ndolé, which there is another in the house, which I believe that this one will finish and they'll bring another. Wow. So it's the highest food that I sell much because the people around here, they love it. Plantain, ndolé, makabu, plantain. The problem in cooking is concentration. Doesn't matter if you come from where or you come from where, yes. The problem is with cooking is concentration. When you learn it and you concentrate in it, no matter if, it doesn't matter if it's your traditional food, the food that comes from your place or not. No. I grew up from a home that we cook food. My mother sells food. So when it comes to cooking, some people wonder if I'm the one doing the cooking. Yes, I'm the one doing the cooking, and I know it.
Ndolé remains a dish any stranger visiting Cameroon remembers and craves for when he gets to his homeland. To some, it remains a pulling factor to Cameroon.
Thank you very much, Brenda. That was mouth-watering indeed. As you might have noticed, I am standing right beside the mascot of the African Nations Championship taking place in Cameroon. He is called the Tara of the CHAN. Let's continue talking about food, but not how it is eaten anyway. We're talking about business in Nyama or Nyamangoro or slow boys. I'm talking about snails, aka Congo meat. For those who are familiar with this, it is a special delicacy popular amongst the South-West people of Cameroon. Equally, snail farming is one of the top interesting businesses in Cameroon, especially in the South-West region. Did you equally know that this shell-housed, slow-moving and slimy creature makes for good food, and it is very nutritional? Yannick Funky is in Boya and tells us more.
Kimora Njock Oben started his snail business in 2018 and today says it pays for his school needs and also help him to save money for the future.
It's very simple. You don't have to add any extra ingredients, nothing extra. When you have the eggs, or when, as in the farm here, you could walk around, sort the eggs with a spoon and a bowl or a plate, dig a hole, not too long, not too short, but under the ground. The ground should be fresh and dry, not too dry, but a little bit fresh. Dig a ground like this, enough space, put the eggs inside. After 21 days, you have, I'll show you.
To be sustainable, he has also planted pawpaw, tomatoes and other crops that are necessary in feeding the snail population. As he says, snails are more important than fish or meat. It is a business that generates profit in 3 ways.
It's a very lucrative business. I mean, I like to win. You have the slime, you have the snail meat, and the shell. The shell could be used for calcium feed, to feed even the snail itself, or to feed pigs or chickens in another farm. So that's one part of the business that brings in income. The second one is the meat. It's very rich in protein. More rich than most delicacies out there, most food out there. It's extremely rich in protein and very good for consumption, for health. As some people will say that it gives blood. And then 3, the slime. You see, the slime is important because it helps. It's the slime that actually helps to rebuild the snail when it has an accident.
His creativity in marketing his business knows no bounds.
I think one of the most important marketing strategy for us is we're into music. I do sing, I do rap. I'll say maybe in Pidgin English. And in each and every videos that we do, we have these t-shirts on and maybe a couple of snails on, or to eat, to maybe create some awareness that we have this for sale. We've created a slow Boys Snails Joint. That's the name of the place where we sell fried ripe plantain and snail sauce, pepper soup, snails and plantain. Also, about the marketing, we distribute around stores. We package in, we do our packaging plus the logo on it and then distribute around cold stores.
Snail business is becoming a thing in Europe and the USA, with the USA importing more than $4 million worth of snails annually from all over the world, including Cameroon. For Kimora and his snail farm, the future is indeed promising.
After watching all of these, I'm sure you must be wondering if you can eat slow boys in Ndole. Of course you can. Just like every other meat, slow boys or snails, if you like it, can be eaten in any food of your choice. So go on and try this Cameroonian food. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. Thank you very much for watching this edition of The Spotlight. Hope you had a great time. Till next, see you.